We have some more news from Leatherman, and I don't know quite what to think about this, but the Leatherman Wave Alpha is coming October 14th, and that's cool. We'll get to that in a little bit. But Max Level EDC brought up in a short video that Leatherman has discontinued several of its multi-tools. And I saw a while back that on their retired page, the P2 and the P4 had been discontinued, but now the Leatherman Charge and the TTI, when I went and checked on Leatherman's retired page, now they are all on there. So this is, to some extent, almost like an end of an era. Now, I know some of you will say, well, the Alpha replaces it, and yes, it does. But the Leatherman Wave Alpha has MagnaCut, and you and I both know that that price will be very, very expensive. I have a hard time believing Leatherman will be able to keep it under even $200. Like at least the G10 Charge was under $200, and the TTI, I think, was somewhere around $200. Now, the Leatherman Wave Alpha, it makes me a little nervous what the price is going to be. I like the tool, but how much is it? So what do you guys think? Now, I know a lot of you really love the Arc, and Leatherman is making big changes. Let's talk about that next. Why are they canceling these? Well, I think Leatherman is making big changes up market. With their knives and with MagnaCut, they have the free, I think it's free MagnaCut sharpening service if you send it in, or at least it's a sharpening service. And, with their warranty, they're trying to be a premium, almost like a Ferrari, Mercedes-Benz. They're trying to be an up-market company. Now, with the Leatherman Wave Alpha having MagnaCut, the Leatherman Arc having MagnaCut, I think we're going to see maybe a couple more tools that are going to have MagnaCut as well, and it will give Leatherman the excuse to charge a large amount of money for their tools. I think Leatherman is, to some extent, exiting the middle of the market. Now, the Wave for a long time, it was expensive, but it still was a pretty good deal when you consider that, Gerber and SOG both charge $70 to $120 for some of their tools. So the Leatherman Wave, even at $100, even at $110, $120, wasn't that outrageous. But now if we move up market to the $300 price range for most of Leatherman's newer tools, that's going to be a huge change for Leatherman. So what's next in the multi-tool world? Well, the good news is that there are a lot of really good models out there, and they're getting better and better all the time. So the Rock Tool Gen R with its VG10 blade is a great alternative to some of the cheaper multi-tools if you want to go a little bit upscale, and it offers a lot of what the Wave, and to some extent the Charge, you even get some of that with the SQT, in that you get this really nice option with this cutter, this strap cutter on the serrated blade right there. I really like that. And then I love how it has the 1/4 inch bit driver, and most of the tools that you would get in the Charge for about $30 to $40. The SQT is a great option, as are many, Byberry, many other clones, not clones, but companies rather, have their own models of this tool, which is a Charge clone to a large extent. And so these are really good. So there are really good options on the market. Now, the other tool that really caught a lot of people's fancy was the Decoyu Fan Exclusive, which for all intents and purposes was almost an exact Leatherman Arc copy. It had a big difference how the pliers operated and in the pliers, but at the bottom of the tool, it was pretty much a copy of a Leatherman Arc. Now, if a company could take a lot of the design cues, and what I mean by that is keep a multi-tool like this around 9 ounces. Don't make it super heavy. Keep it under 9 ounces if you can. Make it very slim or very pocketable. Make sure that all the tools are outside. Just add a really good tool set. I think there is a pretty good market for something like this. This was around $80 and still there was a lot of interest. So I think we're going to see tool companies from overseas actually step up their designs, not just offer $10 multi-tools, but I think we're going to see multi-tools come out that are $80, $90, $100, filling this gap, this vacuum that Leatherman is leaving. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. If you go to Leatherman Reddit, there is a video from Leatherman taken from Instagram where you can watch the Leatherman spokesperson talk about the new Leatherman Wave Alpha. Now, as we had talked about before, the Leatherman Wave Alpha will look a lot like this tool right in front of us. It will have a lot of the same. The tool set on the outside is exactly the same. It's going to have a knife and scissors on the one side, and then on the other, there will be the saw and the file. Now, at the bottom, the tool set is just slightly different, but the only thing different on this one is this one has the rope cutter, and the Leatherman Wave Alpha will actually have that little screwdriver, the micro screwdriver. And on this one, on the Leatherman Wave Alpha, it has the bit driver and the can opener, which this one has a can opener on this side. And then on the Leatherman Wave Alpha, it will have the small micro screwdriver, and then it looks like a large screwdriver on the handle. Now, more details will be coming out. The Leatherman spokesman said next week, so we'll have to wait and see, but you can see in the pictures it's Magna Cut, so that means big price. That's what that means, Magnum price. I hope the price isn't as much as a Leatherman Arc, but I would be surprised if it's not as much or really close. We'll have to see. I will try to get one because it is a little different, and I am interested in the Leatherman Wave Alpha. And then also maybe some of those other tools that we heard leaked, talked about, maybe they will come out as well. We'll have to wait. Let me know what you think about Leatherman discontinuing the Charge and the Free series, the P2 and the P4, and then this Leatherman Alpha with this Magna Cut. Is that something you're interested in? Will you pick it up or not? Let me know.